Pierre, I can't. I can't take this suit. You will need it too. I don't feel right. Stay with me. See it now. We were all so entertained. We didn't see what was getting ready in the shadow. No, leave them alone. Looks like scientific documents, but I can't decipher what's written. This nightmare again. Damn. When dust settles on your sport trophies, it doesn't mean you are getting younger. Locked. I miss listening to Pierre. He always used crazy effects on his guitar. Pierre's tape collection. Insomnia will be a nice excuse to put it in order. Might even find some of the music he made for me. I could use the comforting. Where are you going, Elise? I can't leave without my tape player. My life turned into an item. Round and round we go, stuck at the same track. It's so dusty here. I could use a vacuum to clean the vacuum. You come with me, my friend. It would get lonely without you. Nah, maybe later. It's good to keep some rituals. Dear toothpaste, you are breathtaking. I could use a good shower. When this feeling of being observed will stop. Pierre's special mess room. I can't believe one can own so many trinkets. I remember he got stuck once when the electricity shut down in the city. one place I know I can find things I leave in. After each storm, all you have to do is stoop to collect wood. Free heating! Brand new. And a superb tool to stay busy. If I get you back, I'll let you have the remote. I promise. Another undeniable friend. Would be easy to get lost without it. A little perfection for the road. Since the day of the attack, I stopped counting. Not sure it matters anyway. I forgot it was here. Well, now I can clean the first one. Forgot I found this old journal around town yesterday. Apparently they installed a secondary generator in the old lighthouse years ago. The extra current could help me out in my search for the other inhabitants. Let's check it out today. I can't believe we moved with all these books. The worst part is, we most likely have doubles. I left my gun in the shanty yesterday. Time to get it back. It's probably dry now. Without you, I wouldn't stand a second out there. Last time was very close. I need to keep up with my training. The former owner had to do a lot of tinkering to screw up such a mess. Can't open without more stable electricity. Nothing interesting in this old garage anyway. Time to shoot some cans. Let's start with the red one. Or the yellow one. Nah, the blue one. Definitely the blue one. Ready to go? Missed it. And last one. Now, let's warm up for some dodging. Okay, I'm ready. Now! Better be faster. Now, rappel training. Next time, you will think twice about getting in my safe space. I'm glad this thing recharges during the night. Training's over. Getting out there seems a little bit less scary now. With all these storms, the previous tenant didn't know what to do with all the wood coming out of fallen trees.
の空に
This watch creeps me out. I love the atmosphere of the streets of the village with this staging. Too bad this is now linked to where my nightmare started. The access is condemned at the top. I loved that statue. Well, before the cult vandalized it. They love leaving these tape boxes for their propaganda. Listen to us. Join the devoted. Maybe I should listen to it. Completely locked. I can still smell the perfume of stamps and papers. But no one will come to pick up the mail tonight. It won't open from this side. Ahead, Boisseau's Park and the beach. Left, St. Exel's Church. They really wanted to prevent us from following them. The soldiers were perfectly organized and cut off all access. We had almost zero chance of escaping this mass kidnapping. Like sheep in the dark. Nah, nothing of interest in these cars. They really wanted to prevent us from following them. They've put it beyond repair during their escape. Ahead, Boisseau's Park and the beach. Left, St. Exel's Church. I better be home before the night. La Vieille Chaloupe, restaurant and brewery. Fresh fish straight from the port. I sure hope the products are fresher than this poster. Left, the White Manor and the lighthouse. Thomas Levin's. Fixing pipes is all right. Now try with my life. When things get back to normal, you'll have plenty to do, my friend. I'm gonna need the key. Completely locked. You again! Learn your lesson. At the edge of this cliff stands the famous flower house of St. Exel. It was given by its owner to the village, which still contributes to maintaining the quality of its gardens. Still inhabited, the building is regularly open for heritage events. Apparently someone was moving when everything stopped. This door has no handle. This door can be unlocked from the other side. When you care for plants, time flies. I wish it was that simple. Left, the White Manor and the lighthouse. Right, Saint Exel. Completely locked. In a different scenario, I would have stayed here for hours with a book. You have to admit, the view is quite nice. Attention, following the latest storms, the coastal path is damaged. Certain trees marked with an orange cross present a risk of falling on hikers and must be felled. These can fall due to the slightest gust of wind. The village really isn't investing in its infrastructure, and storms make it even more problematic. This tree was marked to be felled. It could make a nice bridge. It's hurt, but that won't be enough. A storm could help. Whew. Well, it doesn't seem to have awakened them. Psilocybe phosphorus, recognizable by its phosphorescent dress. It made its appearance a short time ago in the region of Saint Exel. With its lightning growth capacity, it is able to grow in a single day. Ripe, they can be enjoyed by some coastal birds. Interesting. Maybe I should gather some of these. Hope the police will not catch me with these shrooms. I can still picture the fishermen landing their daily catch of crabs and fish. This road seems to lead to the White Manor. This door can be unlocked from the other side. Le Scale, Sailor's Aperitif. Available in all grocery stores. I hate this drink. Ugh. Too bad I don't have change for these tourist traps. This buoy clearly defines what Saint Exel is. A small, isolated fishing village where time seems slowed down or even frozen. A usually calm place where the haunting sound of the waves punctuates your day. This tree couldn't resist the force of the last storm. Happy to see some boats were spared by these mad cultists. Someone stole the circuit breaker. Left, Pointe du Mal. Right, Saint Exel's village. Straight ahead, L'Écran. You are facing the lighthouse named L'Écran. The lighthouse was built in 1835, a veritable directional beacon for the sailors of the coast of St. Exel. It was nonetheless decommissioned in 1983. It is only in 1988 that Le Crane was put in service again, welcoming a hydraulic generator that supplies the village. It's like someone just came for this incredible spectacle and forgot his bicycle. But these things were not here before the attack. Access to the top of the lighthouse is condemned. Apparently, multiple people were working here. Le Crane, why did you have to be so grim? Because of recent events, a lot of circuit breakers were stolen from the electrical gates. While we wait to receive more, we keep the last one inside the equipment locker. In the meantime, don't hesitate to use the same one on different gates. A bit unexpected for a lighthouse. These cables go all the way to the ceiling. This is a complete mess. It's like they pushed everything to the side to make room for something else. Nothing. Looks like a lot of security for simple maintenance equipment. This is where the electricity of St. Exel is largely generated. The turbine shouldn't be too far. It automatically locked the doors behind me. Local police apparently suspect the cult has started kidnapping people. It is indeed curious so many people would disappear without leaving a note. Their last ritual site is located near the lighthouse, at the Point des Mâles. It might be worth checking out. Watchtower schedule and system monitoring. The entire workforce is listed on the board. Something is written here, too. Could anyone pick up Frank's shifts for the upcoming weeks? Nicholas system? That's probably where the town's additional current is monitored. It's a bit much for just a common lighthouse. I can probably restart the system from here, once the pressure is fixed. Someone left a note for his coworkers. Frank is so fed up that we keep forgetting his birthday. that he has set the day and the month as the padlock code. Can someone change that back to the inauguration date? So, what is your code, Frank? This panel seems to monitor the pressure within the turbines. Only the first one appears to be working correctly. The valve is missing here. It's completely stuck. Let's put on some music. Alright, so now I need to fix these colored cables in the right order. Breaking these chains will require a stronger force. From the depth of the sea, his anger spreads through our families. This sounds terrifying. Wondering what's that thing they mention all the time. Despite the mess the protesters left behind, you're still offering comfort, aren't you? Damien, the 28th of June, 1971. This one looks like it came back from a long trip. Only one destination for you? My bag. This is one of the places of contemplation in St. Exel. It was vandalized just before everything went down. Franck, the 19th of March, 1967. You can't stop, can you? 1, 2. 1, 2. That works? Okay. Damn machine. I'm finally starting to understand what's going on here with the electricity. A priori, everything revolves around the lighthouse. I consulted many old newspapers, and the village gazette told me that St. Exel was very poorly served by electricity and regularly suffered severe power cuts. I knew that it was a very isolated village, which is what makes it so charming, but I hadn't thought of that. Half of the articles in the Gazette are devoted to the inhabitants who, tired of the cuts, ended up installing small wind turbines for their homes. The other half is about the lighthouse, and that's where it gets interesting. I read that the mayor of the village had installed underwater turbines connected to the building, which are capable of producing electricity thanks to the movement of the sea. This has enabled the village to gain autonomy and to overcome the failures of the general electrical network. Anyway, I think it would be worth going to take a look at the lighthouse, because if the turbine system is damaged, it could explain why some electrical equipment is out of order while others are still working. I'll tell you what I found. Fourth day that I'm stuck. I'm not gonna make it here. They terrify me. I don't know what to do. They hunt me like an animal. They have taken on a human form, but there is nothing human about them. They come out of nowhere without you expecting it and materialize in a kind of elusive black vapor. And I can't do anything against them. I don't know how to fight them. I found a weapon, but I'm struggling to use it, and I'm always out of bullets. There's even more of them at night. They swarm like cockroaches. I have to shut myself up at home as soon as night falls. And they prevent me from leaving this cursed village, Pierre. As soon as I try to leave St. Exel, they arrive by the thousands, and they get me. If they catch me, I wake up in my bed and it's been hours, maybe even a whole day. I'm their prisoner. I would like to tell you about the bracelet you gave me right after we arrived here. You found that gem on the beach and crafted it into this beautiful piece of jewelry. You told me that you felt that this pebble had something special, that it radiated. Well, you were right, you know? He protects me from the monsters I told you about. If I smack it against the ground, it produces a shock wave that violently repels ghosts. Sometimes, he can even dissolve them when they attack me. He is so strong that I decided to name him Rocky, since it's a rock. But Rocky is also a sensitive guy, you know? He doesn't like explosive noises. If I shoot a gun in his ear, he can even start a thunderstorm. At that moment, I feel transported to another reality, to another time. Once calm returns, I have the impression that it only lasted a few seconds, whereas about 15 minutes had actually passed. Better to use it sparingly. Sometimes I feel like he's almost alive. He gets lazy at the end of the day, especially if I made him work a lot. But, hey, nothing a good night's sleep can't fix. Anyway, all that to say that he reminds me a bit of you. It's probably silly, but I feel like you're watching over me through him. And that helps me hold on. I can't take this dream anymore. I wake up in this dusty tunnel-shaped cave. It is essentially made up of some kind of light-absorbing rocks, like the ones the insides of a planet would create. I go through this hallway and come across the ghosts that haunt me. But this time they don't try to catch me. There are also military and scientific equipment. I can't tell if they are studying or planning to attack something. A sheet of heavy smoke waits for me at the end, and it's too thick to see behind, and I'm attracted like a moth is to light. The closer I get to the exit, the more I hear ringing, until I realize it's my alarm, and I wake up like nothing happened, and at the same exact hour as usual, 8 a.m. If somebody finds this journal, gone nuts apparently. Do what you want with that information, or shove it somewhere warm.
Dear people of Saint-Exil, this message is for you. I know our local authorities have been breaking their backs, picturing us as fools. Do not listen to this nonsense. Our actions are dedicated to all of you. Once the day comes, those who denied will finally see the truth with their eyes. The distant shall all be remembered. You are all invited to our next ceremony. This Friday, join us in the writing of birthdays from the departed boat. Let's put the world to rights. It's the only way now.
Work better with that on. So, they had to make space for these machines? They do not seem to belong in a lighthouse. Good thing nobody can find them here. The documents on this desk look much more confidential than the previous ones. This place appears to be a government cell dedicated to recording underwater sound activity off the village. And this has been going on for a while. But I don't see what they're trying to find. They appear to be studying something at the bottom of the sea that is moving at precise coordinates. On April 17th, 1991, they recorded a signal which they define as organic. The signal was recorded on a cassette to be sent urgently to the DGSE because this would jeopardize the military security of the country. But one of the lighthouse maintenance staff apparently stole the tape. They quickly managed to identify him and where he lives. Wait, this is my house.